All right, guys, this is Mr. Heeren again. I want to go back into 3132. I want to show you one more way to solve a system of equations. And before I do that, I want to fix the mistake I made on this problem right here. So once again, we were trying to use substitution. So that means you substitute this whole thing where there's a y. So if I have x plus 2y equals 18, I'm going to substitute 1 half x minus 18 in for y. So I do that. Now, if I distribute this, x equal x plus, this becomes x minus 18 times 2 is 36 equals 18. So 2x minus 36 equals 18. So add 36 to both sides. 2x equals 54. If you divide by 2, x will equal 27. All right, now if I put that back in for x, I should be able to figure out what y is. So y is equal to 1 half of 27 minus 18. All right, so 1 half of 27 is going to be 13.5 minus 18. So y is going to be equal to negative 4.5. So there's my answer, 27 and negative 4.5. So now what I'd like to do is jump ahead to what's called a matrix. So now if I'm looking at this system of equations, please notice that the x's are above each other, the y's are above each other, and they're both equal to a number. All right, matrices say that I can write this. I can write just the coefficients, and then I'm going to put x, y over here. And the way that works is because the reason that works is because when I multiply matrices, I would multiply this top row times this column, then this bottom row by this column, and I would get that. All right, so I'm just taking just the coefficients, and then I've got another one over here with just what it equals like this. So my matrix looks like this. All right, now don't worry about kind of everything there is to know about matrices. I'm trying to show you a way that's going to get your calculator to do this. Now, so here's kind of what my matrix setup is. Just the coefficients with the signs, x and y equals 15 over 9. So now, if I had 3x equals 9, how would I solve it? Well, I'm really hoping you guys would say, well, I divide by 3, or to both sides, that goes away, x equals 3. The same kind of idea applies to matrices. Technically, you divide by 3, you do the opposite of what's there. So if I'm multiplying 3 times x, I would do the opposite of that and divide by 3. Same kind of idea here, except you can't take the opposite of a matrix. But what you can do is take what's called the inverse of a matrix. So all that looks like is this. So I copy the matrix over, raise it to the -1 power. That's what the inverse means. And I put it on that side. All right. Now, why did I do that? That seems really complicated. Well, I did that to show you this. All right. So if I turn on my calculator, all right, if you look down at the x to the -1 button, which is the 4th button down on the left-hand side, if you see it in blue, it says matrix. Now, the matrix has a whole bunch of matrices. You can put in however many you want. What I want to do is this. I want to go over to Edit, and I want to hit Enter. Now, for that first matrix, I want to put in my my coefficient matrix, the 4, 2, 2, -2. So I want a 2 by 2 matrix, and it goes row by column, so I need 2 rows and 2 columns. And now I'm just going to put in my coefficients. So 4, 2, 2, -2. All right, so now I'm going to go back to matrix. So now if I look at names, it says 2 by 2 because that's the one I just created. So now what I want to do is go back over to edit, go down to 2 by 1, go down to matrix B. I want to make this 2 rows by 1 column. And here's where I want to put the answers. I want to see, it says 15 and 9. So that's what I want to put in. I want to put in 15 and 9. All right, so quick recap. All I did was hit second matrix, go over to edit, hit enter, however big, however many rows and columns I need, and put that data in. Okay? So now here's what I want to do. I'm going to go back over to names. Now, I have A has got all my coefficients, 4, 2, 2, negative 2. B has got my answers, 15, 9. So here's all I want to do. I want to take matrix A to the inverse times matrix B. So I'm going to take matrix A. Whoa, don't do that. Nope, delete. I want that to be 9. We'll quit out of there. So hold on, no, not you. Let's look at the matrix here quick. Let's look at the first one and make sure that I got what I need. Okay, so if I quit out of that, go second matrix. I want A. Then the inverse button is the button that you keep hitting for matrix. Just actually hit that. Then I'm going to go second matrix and hit B. And I hit enter. There's my answer. So 4 and negative 1/2. So what that means in the context of the problem is that x is going to be 4, y is going to be 1/2. Or was it negative 1/2? Sorry, it was negative 1/2. So it looks like that. So let's look at one again. So if I take a look at this, 2x minus 4y equals negative 26, 3x minus y equals 24. Just looking at the coefficients, again, x has got to be on top of each other, y has got to be on top of each other, equaling a number. So I need 2, negative 4, 3, that would be negative 1, just the coefficients times x and y. And that's going to be equal to negative 26, negative 24. Okay, so it goes row by column. So this is a 2 by 2, this is a 2 by 1. So again, to solve, I'll have x, y equaling the inverse of this times that. And that will give me my answer. All right, so let's clear this out. So now if I go to second matrix, go over to edit. Okay, it's still got the one from the previous problem. That's fine. I still want a 2 by 2 matrix. Now I put in my new number, so 2, negative 4, negative 4, 3, negative 1. So then I'm going to put in my other matrix. Go over to matrix, edit, down to 2 times 1. So this is going to be negative 26. Second one's going to be negative 24. There's my matrix. So now quit. Second matrix. I want A inverse. Second matrix B. So my answer is going to be negative 7. And what that means is negative 7 is x and y is 3. Okay, so I jumped over to the 3.5 notes. If you haven't watched this video yet, that's fine. But 3.5 says, how can I figure out variables if there's 3 of them? So about the only way I can do that is to start eliminating things, and that's not very easy. and it takes some time, and there's a lot of ways to screw it up. I want to show you guys the way to do it with the matrix. All right. So I've got x above itself, y above itself, z above itself. So my coefficients then are going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, negative 1, 3, 2, negative 3, negative 5. It'll be x, y, z. And that's going to be equal to 10, negative 5, 27. So once again, to solve it, I'm going to take the inverse times this. Bring it up, and bring this over. Okay, so let's kind of go back to the matrix. I know, resist the urge to, make your jokes about the movies. So right now you got a 3 by 3. So I want to put that in 1, 2, 1, 2, negative 1, 3, 2, negative 3, negative 5. All right, so there's the first matrix. So now quit. Let's make a second matrix. So go second, quit, second matrix, over to edit. I want B this time, and I want this to be a 3 by 1. I'm going to go 10, negative 5, 27. Just like that. Okay, hopefully you're getting pretty good with that. If not, come talk to me. So then quit, matrix, A, inverse, matrix, B. There's my answer, 7, 4, negative 5. So x is 7, y is 4, z is negative 5. All right. I will walk through this in class as well. Please come talk to me if you have problems. I really want you guys to get a good handle on this.